1. Nationwide, No Kings protests. No Kings protests took place across the U.S., with more than 2,600 planned events protesting Trump's administration and tone of rule. The protests were against perceived authoritarianism, mass arrests, use of federal forces in domestic settings, and other concerns. The demonstrations were largely peaceful and bore a festive component, costumes, large banners, but with a sharper political message. Officials from cities and states voiced alarm over the trend. Why it matters. This shows significant civic mobilization against the Trump administration, a barometer of public sentiment and potential headwinds for his agenda. 2. Submarine strike and drug trafficking Operation Trump announced that U.S. forces targeted and destroyed a large drug-carrying submarine in the Caribbean that was allegedly headed for the U.S. mainland. He claimed that if the vessel had landed, 25,000 Americans would have died. 2 individuals aboard were killed, 2 survived, and will be repatriated to Ecuador and Colombia for prosecution. The incident is part of a broader shift under Trump, where drug trafficking is treated with more overt military force rather than purely law enforcement operations. Why it matters. It raises questions about the boundaries between domestic law enforcement and military activity, the legal basis for such strikes, and the U.S.'s regional posture in Latin America. 3. Trump's shift on Ukraine, Russia, and international diplomacy. Trump has also signaled a change in his approach to the war in Ukraine. He backtracked somewhat on providing advanced weapons, like Tomahawk missiles, emphasized negotiation, and expressed confidence in Vladimir Putin. Why it matters. This shift impacts U.S. alliances, Ukraine's war strategy, and how American foreign policy is perceived globally, especially by NATO and Eastern European partners. Quick take domestic atmosphere. A strong public backlash is visible. Wide protest turnout and significant state-level pushback. Security and drug policy. The administration is using bold rhetoric and military-style operations to frame drug trafficking as a national security threat. Foreign policy. Trump's pivot towards diplomacy and away from certain military aid signals potential realignment, which may unsettle allies and adversaries alike.